Okay, so let's work on Riverview for a little bit. Basically, I'm still getting something to drink right now, since you're wondering why I'm not doing anything. I'm pouring my stuff right now. Um, Basically, I'm going to start with doing the same thing I did in Sunset Valley. All I really want to do is just get rid of the essential lots that came in really bizarre. So making sure your cheats are on and buy debug is on is probably your best bet. And we've already done that because we did it in the last before the last episode. And I didn't actually turn anything off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start taking some things out. This one right here, if it came with an expansion pack and got loaded, we're just going to be pretty ruthless, except for a couple. There are a couple of them that I actually don't mind where they show up, and I'm going to leave them. So before you delete anything, just make sure that maybe you want to keep it there, maybe not. It's entirely up to you. One of them is, of course, I don't want the junkyard here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. Um, well, actually, I could have left it there. It's actually not a bad place for it because I don't really use it for anything else. So you know what? I kind of wish I would have left it there. Um, but this one, I know I need to get rid of it because it's not lined up with the road. Um, Across the street where you see the alchemy place, it's fine. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not even going to bother with it. However, let's go across the road. I don't think there's really anything that shows up over here. There's nothing that shows up except for way up here. I'm going to get rid of you. Um, Hold on, I might want that. Maybe, I don't know, I haven't decided. Alright, I'm going to get rid of the equestrian center. I'm not planning on having horses here, but if I ever choose to, it's not that hard to go in and do. It's not that hard to stick one of these places down. Alright, this bothers me to no end. That's your fire station coming in sideways, so I just go ahead and knock it out. Um, and then over here, let's see, we've got our consignment store, but you know what? Since it comes in and it's actually pointed the right way, it looks fine. I'm going to leave it there for now. I don't usually change it. I usually leave it right where it is. Okay, the rest of this, like I said, this one's okay. I don't mind it being there. I'm going to leave it there. Everybody else here should be fine. I don't have any pre-made lots yet for it, so I'm going to leave things alone. I'm not going to mess with any lots unless we go in and change it. Okay, starting from all the way to the bottom. Let's go with our community lots. We'll go all the way to the back. Plum Puddle Park, I don't put it in here. I don't find any need for it. I don't really use it. But the consignment store is already here, so I don't need to mess with it. My junkyard, I actually would have liked to have left it here. Now, what I will show you, though, is if you go in here and look at it, let's see, go ahead and look at this. There's nothing on it. Go to your basement tool. One time, see, you get 3 of them there. But I told you, there's actually 5. So, oh, didn't show anything up this time. Now you see all 5 of them. So like I said, you make sure you do it until you get all 5. You may have to make multiple basements. Otherwise, you will miss one. And then you'll get this lot, which will have all these random chairs and stuff spawning. And you're like, where are these chairs? They're coming out in the middle of this empty spot. Well, that's because it's got junkyard spawners on it. Now, even though I'm going to put the junkyard probably right back on top of it, I still want to take those spawners out just because we don't want double spawners. Because what will happen is once I lay this junkyard back down, those 5 spawners would become 10. And I really just don't think that we would need that because it's going to add enough stress to your game as well. So go ahead and turn it around. Turning it around can also add spawners to it, but really you have no other choice. You've got to turn it around to actually have it fit. So you could go in and look at it to see how many of your spawners are there, but I think we're going to be fine because I've never had any issues with it at that point. But like I said, I delete the spawners before I replace it down just because I don't want to have any issues. Okay, we had the tattoo place right over here. I don't really like it there. I like it over on this side. You've got several different lots that you can choose from. I'm going to go with this lot right here. It's kind of in the middle, so we're going to go ahead and open that one up as a community lot. Again, I just go to no visitors allowed because it's closer, it's quicker, it's easier. Grab the slot, place it down, and it's going to come in sideways, so it will work for me. All right, this way looks like it's a perfect spot that can come in, and this looks like the front, so I like it, and I'm going to just leave it as is. Your fire station is going to go right next door, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out. You could put it in other places, but I kind of like it over here. So it just tends to be where I place mine in my game. Where you place yours is entirely up to you, obviously. But this is one of the places that I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab it over here. Again, it came in backwards, so we're going to need to just flip that around real quick. And once we flip it around, it is right where I want it to be. So there you go. All right. As far as the next thing, um, this one I toy with. There are some places where I could put the dive bar, which is the grind. I could put it in here, and I've done it before, but I'm not going to do it right now. Instead, I'm going to go over here. We're going to just bypass it. Notice you've got this big 30 by 40 lot right here, and it's a perfect lot for your playground. Although you could put the playground over here too. Problem is that I've put it over here before, but you're putting a playground right next to a playground. So it doesn't really make a whole heck of a lot of sense to me to put one there. So again, this one as well. It probably is a little bit better because you got a little group of houses. You've got like these houses over here that would actually use this one. So I think that the playground would be fine here. You could put it over here if you want, but it comes in sideways. I don't really like it sideways. Or you could put it way out there in the middle of nowhere. So for me, typically, because I like this park, I'm going to put it here because I think it's the best place for me. Yeah, I could have also put it up on this road up here too, but we're going to be loading that up with a few different venues as well. So I'm going to just say this is probably my favorite spot. I don't think it works right because that's actually the front of it. So we're going to go ahead and just flip this thing around, and we should see the carousel should be at the front. All right, so we're good there. We got our lot for our kids. I never replace my venues with the Town Life stuff. Sometimes I think I might try it, but I never really find a need for it. So instead, we're just going to roll through it. I'm not doing any of these. Performance Park. Two choices. If you like this venue over here, if you like this festival, which is an indoor festival, that's fine. This lot over here, though, it's a 60 by 60 lot, and we may actually change something up and put a bigger lot over there. I've done it before where I put a big lot out here and use the festival lot out here in the middle of nowhere. It works. It works really well. But I tend to just leave things as they are. So I'm probably going to go ahead and leave that there, and we're going to put a park in somewhere else. One of these lots up here would be pretty good. Trying to think if that's not the one I used. That's not the one I used. I think really the one I use is basically over here next to this children's park. So yeah, it's a little weird place to put a venue in front of all this neighborhood, but it just kind of flows. You've got kind of like a neighborhood venue, a neighborhood park where they can come and perform and whatnot. And it's not like there's a bunch of cars or anything, but it to me it just kind of flows within the park, so they can just kind of drift from one to the other. So if your Sims are watching the show and want to just go play instead, there you go. Porta Party. It's a 30 by 30 lot, and since it's pretty much a nondescript, ugly building, I like to put it over here. There's not much to that building at all, so I just go ahead and just grab it, stick it over here in the back, and disregard it. I will use it if I've got Sims that are in the performance career, but I'm not really too sure that anybody will be. But then again, I'm not sure that they won't. I like to have something and then remove it rather than not have it and then have to go hunt for it and find it and lay it down. So, all right, right here I normally put my coffee house right here as well. It's a long lot. It's a little bit bigger than the coffee house, but I like to put it over here and just flip it around, do the same thing, line it up because I can't deal with anything that doesn't actually match. You may have to hit this a few times just to get it to go, but it looks like we're in good shape. So we've got our coffee house here. Mixed karaoke would fit. I believe this is probably my best lot to put it on is this one right here. But it's not the only lot, I don't think. Let's see. That's a 30 by 30. This one is a 40 by 30, 20 by 30, and 30 by 40. All right, this one could work as well. The reason I'm thinking about doing it here is I'll show you later when we get to a different lot. This one may actually not work for that other lot. So we're going to go ahead and put mix down here, and we're going to turn it at an angle. And I'll show you that it actually still works. It still does. It still looks fine. What you're going to have to do is just load it into the front of the venue, and it should go that's backwards. All right, so we got to go back this way. Now, granted, the entrance is over here to the side, but I look at it that they can just pull their cars down the road, park right here, and just walk in the side, and it still works. I mean, it's still fine. It still looks decent. Yeah, does this sign look a little odd? Sure. So you can go ahead and fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and accept it, and then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to edit it real quick. So because I just want that sign to be a little bit over here to this side, so it looks kind of like it should over here to the front. So we're going to go ahead and move it. Where was that? Move it this way. You could do it that way, or you could even move it over here, and you can put it at an angle. So that way it just kind of looks like, okay, hey, here's the venue, here's the front, and you don't really draw attention to the fact that it's over to the side. So there's that candle in the wall. I don't think you can actually take it out, though. I think it's kind of stuck there no matter what. Let's see, where is it? It's over here on the back. Can you pull it out? Yeah, got this light right here. You can go ahead and just grab it, get rid of it, and then that way you don't have that candle there anymore, which is kind of annoying. So I always forget about it until I look at it and see it, and then it's like, oh man, why didn't I do something about it? So we'll go ahead and take it out of this one and not worry about it. I'll probably have to go back into my saves file from Sunset Valley and fix that one as well, because I completely missed it, completely forgot about it, and that's okay. Let's see, we did our Showtime venues, and I think we're up to this world. You could actually house a big show venue. These lots over here, there's a lot of empty space that would fit. The problem is a lot of stuff spawns on these areas, and I tend not to want to mess with it. So if you just desperately have to have that 64 by 64 lot, you can put it in here. But I really don't want it. I really don't want to get rid of anything that's already here in the world. So for me, I'm just kind of like the same way in Sunset Valley. If they can't do it, they just can't do it. Now this lot over here is only a 60 by 60, and I don't want to mess with it either. Okay, Katy Perry Sweet Treats. This one I do not normally put in this world, because basically they already have a little hangout bar right over here. So I'm going to just leave that alone, and we'll come back and we'll be working on this one in just a minute. If you need an outdoor pool, you can put one in. Katy Perry Sweet Treats has one. One of these lots would actually make a pretty good community pool lot. It's a little small, but it's entirely up to you. This is only a 30 by 20, so it's a pretty tiny lot that you can work with. Consignment store's already in. We're not messing with any of these guys. Seasons lots are already in. Okay, rest of these, not putting any of this in. These are exclusive to Sunset Valley. I don't want to add them. None of these, none of these. I just kind of go through. New Yujis I might use. It's, of course, again, like I told you, my lot. So this lot right here is pretty decent to put it, because it's the only small lot that you have over here. There's not a whole lot else you can do with it. So since I built this one on a 30 by 20, I'm going to go ahead and just use it, and I'll show you how. Again, I'll do the same thing I did before. What I will do is I'll just take out that extra sidewalk, because when I built it for Bridgeport, and it was on a corner lot, which made it made more sense when you had it on the corner lot with those two entryways. So, but that's just entirely. It's not really that big of a deal. I don't really care. Sometimes I don't even bother with it. I just leave it. But while I'm making it as my master, I'd rather just take the time and not have to worry about it. Go ahead and get rid of this stuff right here. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Alright, get rid of you guys. And then we'll go ahead and just load. Oops, I meant to get rid of you too. Sorry. You cannot stay. You must go. Alright, then we'll go ahead and just pull you guys over. And there we go. So community lot is now done. Didn't take a whole lot. Wasn't a whole lot of effort. And then we're good. Let's go ahead and go back in. See where we got to. We were into my stuff, which means we're not too far from the end. But it does take a little while. Varg's Tavern if you want it. The Ice Lounge, I do like the Ice Lounge, and this lot right here I would use. More than likely it'll be in one of these two lots, but I'm going to hold on to it for right now, because sometimes I don't need both lots. Sometimes it's like, what's the point in having both? So I'm going to hold on to it for just the moment. This bar right here, this late night bar, it would work perfect right here. This is only a 40 by 20, and this is a 40 by 30. It would work, and it would just come in ideal. So I'm just kind of holding off, thinking I might do a late night bar here. In fact, I'm going to put it there because more than likely I would use that more so than the Ice Lounge. So we're going to go ahead and just say it. No visitors allowed. Well, I say that now. I like what's in the Ice Lounge. But you know what? Really, I've got the same thing in the arcade, which is going to go down the street. So why don't we go ahead and just put we'll put the late night venue, because this is kind of my entertainment row. That's basically the way I look at it. So this is where you would just send your Sims out for fun to go do something, and I like to have a lot of different things for them to go do, different options, different choices. So we'll wrap this around. I'm getting tired finally. Okay, and then let's go ahead. This is my arcade. It's going to go here because it needs one that's actually facing this way. There is another lot that would work for this as well, but I kind of like this one instead. And I have a spot. I have something specific for this lot as well, so I'm going to hold off. And I know exactly what I want to go there. But this one, we've seen it before, and I think it comes in correctly if I'm not mistaken. I don't do nearly as many edits with this world as I do with Sunset Valley. I do a lot, but I don't do nearly as much. I could do more, and usually I do it as I play. If I let my Sims buy the property, then they'll upgrade it and they'll add things to it. So this lot's good. It's set. I'm not going to mess with it. It's fine. As we slide on through, I believe all of these things. I'm not putting the casino because it's got casino material in it. Um, the cinema over here, there's really not that big of a place that we could use it. There's not a big place that we could put it in. This is a 40 by 30, and we might use that for something else. I haven't fully decided or committed to it yet. So this one over here, the Stone Star Greenhouse, I do like it in all my worlds, and I like it over here. It's kind of in the low rent side of town. My thought is they're trying to revitalize this part of town, and they're just kind of starting with these three lots, with some community lots, and these other guys are the holdouts. And so we've still got these people living out here, but gives you a reason to come over here. So most of the time, my Sims don't even come over to the side because there's no point unless they live here. And I don't like to live in that one house because it's really tiny. All right, let's get you in here. Of course, you got to flip it around. Um, I love this lot because you get some of your special seeds, and you get a life fruit. You get all these things that you normally would have to hunt forever to get, but you can get them right here. Okay, what I told you was going to go up here, which is in this 30 by 30 lot. We're going to go ahead and just change it over and go ahead and put this one down. And I won't modify. I won't do anything with this one, but this is your bistro that I like because I like to have a restaurant they can go and use. And we've now basically completed Entertainment Row, which was a good thing. I'm trying to think what was I going to consider for over that one. I have to go back and look. I was going to put something instead of that one over there, but I don't remember what it was. All right, so there we go. We've got our bistro in. Um, nope, nope. The Art Prism Studio, I do like having it in here, but I always put it way out here in the middle of nowhere. Um, on this big 40 by 40 lot. So this one works. They do have an art museum here, and the art museum here is not bad. It's just really small. But I've played in this one so many times. When I did my Ultimate Sim, I had this over here, and this is where he would come. And well, I think you guys saw me do this with Lacey, I believe. So I think she used this one a little bit. Not that much, but we did use it quite a bit. But it was just, it was a good lot. I am going to make a couple of edits that I don't normally make because I forget about it. And now that I've been playing the Running Sim and the Vagabond Challenge, it's kind of opened my eyes to a few places that I want to actually make some upgrades to. So we're going to go ahead and accept this one as well. Um, we put that one in as the modified version. Looks like the rest of this I don't really need. The rest of these are other places. There was a lot that I was considering since I've got that other 40 by 30. I may change out a lot. Let's go over here. This one, it's a. I don't know if I want to put that lot there or not. I could put something in there, or I could hold it for a house or something. So this is one of those things that I kind of hold off. I don't really fill up this town as much as I probably should because there's a lot of lots that they just don't really fit that's in your bin that don't really fit here. So at this point, I'm probably going to forego it. Now we brought over these pools from Sunset Valley, which you could always use if you want, or you could bring in this bar right here, which is that bar I showed you guys. It will fit here. Problem is, it doesn't look right unless it's actually on a sideways lot, which would be that one, and that's one of the only few. There's another one you've got, but that's one of the few. Um, what about this? This is 40 by 40. Yeah, this one 40 by 30. That one would work, but we already have. Well, if you need another library, you could use it. So I think I'm going to just say, yeah, we're pretty much done with this part. If I need something out of here, I will move some things around and work with it. But I think for the most part, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. At least I think I am. However, let's go over here first thing to this lot right here, which is our pool. We're going to drop down into the pool, and we're going to go down, and something I always forget this pool is even here. So we're going to go ahead and put some stuff for them, since apparently they like to use it quite a bit. Let's go ahead and give them a diving board, and because a lot of people show up, I think I'm going to actually, rather than having them fighting for diving boards, we're going to go ahead and grab them two. That way they actually have two different ways they can do it. You can give them one of these if you want. You can give them, not that one, give them one of these if you want, but it's kind of fit on the sides. So I don't really want to do that because it's so big. And I don't think yeah, that will work, but they can't get around on the other side. So the pool is kind of small. As far as the lot, though, the lot is a lot bigger. So if you are like me and you want a little bit bigger pool, you can always just slide some things down. I don't think we really need the whatchamadoodles. We don't need those. So let's go ahead and just pull our lot out just a little bit. We're going to actually give our pool a little bit more room. And I know I saw those bathrooms move a little bit, which I don't really like, but let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. 1, 2, 3. Let's just slide this back in if we can, just by one. Alright, so there we go. We got this done. Now we're going to go ahead and take this one right here. We are going to have to mess with the roof, which is going to be an interesting interesting thing to do, because I'm not crazy about roof work, but we will do it. Alright, this one should have been done this way. There we go. So now I've got the thing down there like that, and I need to move my pool. So we're going to go ahead and build our pool wall. So let's go back, find our pool, and they were giving it basically 2 tile length in between, so I could continue with the same thing. Problem is you got a light there, so I don't think it'll let you take it until you move that light. So for right now, we're just going to go ahead and just avoid the light. We're going to go right around it, and then I'll bring it over in just a minute. So let's go ahead and just open this one up, and now we'll take that light off. Alright, let's go ahead and move you and line you up right there, which is basically where you were, and then we'll move our pool tool and we'll take over this one. Alright, so now we've got a much bigger pool if we want to use it, so they have a little bit more room, because that pool is just so tiny. And if you want to actually grab a couple more ladders, maybe we can just make this kind of work. How many do they have on the side? 2, and then this on the third tile. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do the same thing over here. I will have to move those diving boards because now it doesn't quite look like it should. And the lights are a little bit off as well. So we've got to actually spread these out. Let's go ahead and move you over here. And let's move you over. I'll count and see what we got. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You're in the second spot. Okay, that works. And then because I want them to have a little bit of a walkway, I'm going to just change this up slightly. Alright, let's go ahead and do that right here. Let's duplicate. Give me that tool, please. And we're going to go ahead and take this right here, cover that. We're going to then make a little bit more of an area that they can actually use this waterfall inside this pool. We're going to take our pattern of, let's see, you could take this pattern, which I normally do, but really I'd like to have just something in a solid color. So let's go grab this and see if it works. I don't know that it will. Did I grab the door? That didn't look like blue, but actually let's take this one because it looks like blue. That's what I want. I want blue. I don't want that tile, I don't think. There we go. Kind of works. At least it doesn't stand out as much as the wood. The wood actually stood out too much to me. So there we go. We've got a little bit more things for them to do in the pool. I didn't give them a slide. I thought about it, and I still could if I wanted to, or I could still give them more room. I actually probably should have given them more room over here on this side, but they don't tend to use that too much. So there's about 4 chairs. It's probably enough. Now that we've got this done, let's go over here and let's take care of our bathroom because we've really butchered our bathroom up quite a bit. Let's go ahead and move this over right here. And I believe you need, what, 1 space? Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to actually take this wall. We're going to build a wall. Alright, come on. Give me control, please. Alright, let's build a wall right here. And lock that in like that. Okay, now we're going to take pretty much everything that's over here, roll the walls up so I can see it, just pull it over. Get you over here. There we go. I think that's about right. Pull your garbage can over. So essentially we're just copying, we're just bringing it over. Let's go ahead and grab the paint here, put that up. Alright, so their bathroom is back the way it should be, so that's actually how you have it. And then we've got this little side room over here. So we're going to go ahead and take the side room out. We're going to take this wall out. Okay, and then what we will do is we're going to go ahead and duplicate the pattern here. And just go ahead and make that all in one section. Let's go ahead and make this, put another little light back over here. Give me the lights, please. There we go. Let's grab ourselves a light. Grab ourselves a light back here. I do need to put the wall paint over on this side as well. We skipped it, but I knew it was there. Alright, so there we go. We got 2 lights, and I don't know that we're going to need anything more. I'm going to look and see what I can use. I don't know if I've got anything that'll fit there, but worst case, I could always put double doors out there. They can actually go out that way as well. So I can duplicate this because it's basically the same size. It's 4x4. However, I was going to see if something else will fit in this place instead. And what I was thinking, my idea was, let's go to outdoor activities. We're going to look for something small, which would be a small hot tub, and see if we can get that in here. Nope, it wouldn't work. It looks like it'll work, but they can't actually get to it. So they would stomp their feet and yell at me. So let's go ahead and take this out again. Hang on. Get that out of here. And all we're going to do basically is we're going to just duplicate this door. So it's just an easy way to actually make our things a little bit more symmetrical. We'll take our windows over here, which we have 2. And we're going to put 1 here. And actually we need 1 more over there. I've got to move that light a little bit. So slide that over. And we'll put 1 over here. Alright, so now we've got this big room, this big building. Technically, if I really wanted to, I could actually do the same thing here. I could duplicate this door to kind of make it look symmetrical, which is kind of what I'm trying to go for. And I think what I'll do is I will give them some more of these towel racks. So let's give them this towel rack over here. We'll go with the blue one. And that way we've got something else here. Maybe give them another rack here to kind of balance it out. Let's go do it this one. There we go. Alright, so now we've got a big pool. It's a much bigger pool. I really probably don't need all that many doors, but there you go. At least if they need to get out of here fast, they can get out of here fast. Okay, the roof is going to be completely messed up, so let's take a look at it. But it's not as bad as you think. So if we take the same roof, we can always go after auto roof if you want, but I don't really want to do that. Looks like what we would need to do is take the same style. Is this the hipped roof? No. It's not. It's a gable, didn't it? Alright, it's this one right here. If we did this, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the halfway. How far is halfway? Let's take a look at it. This whole thing all the way across, I don't know what the distance is. I guess I could count. I guess I could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so I need 16. First things first. Let's go ahead and grab you. Get you out of here. You out of here. Hopefully I don't lose the style. Nope, I didn't. So we would need 13 by 8. 19 by 8. Did that cover to the back? I think it did. Alright, then you should be able to do the same thing over here. So it should look somewhat like what we had before. It should be by 8. There we go. So now it kind of looks the same. Now I don't like this part right here. I don't remember that being there, but it might have been. But I really like just the brick. So let's go and see if we can get that brick pattern, which would be under masonry. Alright, this brick right here is not the same. Nope, not the same. Just kind of have to play around till you find it. I guess you could probably try to match it if you want. It's not exactly what I like. There may not be one, to be honest with you. It may just be stuck with it. Oops. I don't like that. Nope. Well, yeah, we may be stuck with this. The door on the side is odd. Yeah, that door is odd. Why? Why do we have that door? Doesn't make sense. You know what? We're going to get rid of it because I don't think it really makes sense to have it either. So let's get rid of that door. Doesn't make sense to me either. I don't think 3 doors in the front make sense, but you know, then again, it's Riverview. They can do their own thing. I don't remember that stripe being up there. I don't quite remember it, but I don't know it wasn't, but it might be under paneling or siding. Um, I was thinking that it was just solid all the way, but that's me. I just can't remember. No, see, that's not going to be it. Maybe it's under wall sets. No, miscellaneous maybe. No, I do know. I don't know why we can't get just a solid brick. Just a solid brick is all I want. Mm, it's a good try. We could see if that'll work. Can we do that? That's a smart idea. Let's go ahead and do that. Well, look at you. Look at you, overachiever. I love it. I like the one on the bottom, so I don't want to do the one on the bottom. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and we're going to go ahead and take this brick. See if we can go up here to the top. See if we can get that to work. Why is it doing the bottom? I don't want to do the bottom. All right, fine. We're going to do it, then I may probably have to undo it. All right, now if we take this, can we fit you on the top? There we go. Okay, now we have to kind of do something a little bit different. Um, what about the sides? I guess it all did it. It did the whole thing. Dadgummit. Well, because I kind of like the side on the bottom. All right, there we go. That'll cover that, and then we'll take this one. Thank you for that. You were excellent help. You did fantastic. I would have been sitting there just really frustrated not making that work. Okay, so we've got our building, and it pretty much looks the same as the Riverview pool, but now we've got a much bigger pool with a few more activities for them. And if you want to get a little fancy, of course you can. We could go over here to their little decorations that we want to put in if we like, and we could put something on the bottom like a little seashell mosaic. And so the Riverview people have just gotten pretty fancy here lately. So I think that's about even, if I'm not mistaken. It looks close. Um, there we go. I think. I don't know if I can pick that up again. I can't. For some reason, I can't pick it up. Oh, there it is. All right. So. Oh, I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead in the water. There we go. All right. I was like, I can't move. All right. Sometimes it does that. And it's doing it again. So I'm going to get off this lot because I think we've actually been here quite a bit. But I think that's actually a pretty decent one. I think that's actually a good pool. I like it. I like what it looks like. I think it worked out, and so I would live with that. I would enjoy having them come over here. So that's one lot that I wanted to fix. And the next one that we want to look at, all these are okay. This is the festival lot. I'm not going to do anything with it. None of these need my help. See, you guys are fine. All you guys are fine. I think everything out here, I like this lot. It's good. This big lot over here, I don't have anything for it. It's a 60 by 60. Again, I don't really know for sure if I want to do anything with it or not. I think I'll leave it in case I've got some really wealthy people that want to have a farm. What I usually do, I don't want to do it right now because I don't want to mess it up. But I could actually put Grandpa's Grove, but I'd have to put down a 64 by 64 lot. And I don't know that it works there or not. I haven't really tried it, so I need to save this one first and then mess with it. So speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and do a real quick save because you should always save in between. And I have a bad habit of not doing it. So let's go ahead and just put our Riverview master in here. So that way we will save what we just did, especially after you do any kind of a build project. You don't want to go through that again. You don't want to have to start over. So it's better to just go ahead and make a few modifications. Stop, save, and move on. So yeah, I love having a master file because then it just makes my day so much faster. When I want to come home, start a new game, start in that world, I don't have to go through all this garbage because this takes time. It really does. It takes you a little bit of effort, time, and if you're going to do it right. So let's go over here. This small little, it's a small park. They never use it because it's a small park. So I like to go ahead and change it first, and I want to change it to a hangout. Because if you change it to a hangout, they will come. So that's my first step to actually get this lot to work a little bit better. But small park is kind of worthless. I don't even know why they do it. So first thing I do is I'm going to go inside, and we're going to take a look at what we can do to it. Now there's it's not really as easy to work with. It's kind of condensed. it depends on what your vision is for what you want to do with this. I mean, do we want to leave it like this and keep it more consistent? Um, I don't know. So what I try to do is try to pull pretty much everything out, and then I work with whatever's there. I'm not going to really mess with too much of making it look perfect, but where does this go? All right, I got to find an open spot. I found one. There we go. Let's go ahead and move you out of here, and we'll move you out here. So can you fit? Well, you fit somewhere. All right, you can come out here. Whoops. And you can come out here. So really, I kind of have to decide what I want to do. What kind of place do I want this to be, and do I want to use all this stuff that's out here? It's got the picnic tables and whatnot. It's a great barbecue area, so I don't mind that. But maybe I don't need all of these juice bars, because to me, juice bars are the most worthless things in the game. They do absolutely nothing. My Sims don't get hunger filled from them. I just get annoyed by them, so I like to get rid of them as quickly as I can because I don't like them. But that's me. Other people, they love them, but I don't really care for it. Okay, so at this point, I've got this right here, the stereo. It's just another thing that can break, so I'm going to get rid of the stereo, and it's also another thing that takes up a lot of space. Instead, what I'd rather do is I'd rather go into buy mode, and I'd rather go over here to actually, you can do it from here. Go to electronics, and if you go over here to audio, we're going to go with, where are you at? I saw you. Or maybe you're the other one. You're on the other side. I think you're on the build by side. Okay, maybe not. Maybe you're over here. Yeah, I think you're the build by side. Well, let's go to the build by. Let's go do that. See if I can find it. There is this little thing right here. It says community objects, which we could use, and I tend to just forget about it, but it's over here. Look at the miscellaneous objects. It should be showing up somewhere over here. It's got to wait for everything to load because there's so much stuff in this game. I think it might be in this side. There it is. So there is our public stereo speaker. So we can actually put that here and use that instead. So again, if you don't do anything, if you leave it like default right there, it's going to automatically play classical music, and you don't want that. You don't want that on all the time. So you kind of have to think about what kind of music would fit the Riverview people. So as I'm looking through it, yeah, you got Western music, but that's going to be like movie type music. Rockabilly probably would fit them a little bit. Country could fit. Rock might even fit. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try Rockabilly because I don't think I ever use it. So I think we're going to default that one to Rockabilly. And then what I'd like to do is get rid of all of this right here. I don't really know exactly what I want to do with it, but I don't want this here. So I want this to be a little bit more open, give ourselves some more room. Hey kitty, what do you want to go to bed? All right, I got you. And then I don't like this right here. Since we got rid of the bars, we're not going to use that as well. Now, for right now, I'm just going to leave this here, but I'm going to take care of this part. Whoops. Go ahead and take you out. And we're just going to condense the little kitchen area. So now we've got a little bit more workable real estate. Not a whole lot, but we got a little bit more. And we need to have probably a bar. So we're going to go into our late night stuff. I'll probably go over here to this side. Let's look at late night, and it should be pretty easy to find. At least I say it will be. Let's go and get ourselves a bar, and we can get the professional juice bar, or we could go with the dive bar one. Either one works. It's the same thing. Now we may have to change our lot type, but yeah, I think that'll be fine. All right, so let's go ahead and put you in there. And this is the country fried counter. So we're gonna go look over in our objects, which will be over in the kitchen. Go look for our islands, and we should find it. It should be like one of the first ones. There we go. Country fried island. Let's go ahead and move you over. And hopefully, I think these are just generic. They're straight from the base game. You don't even have to change the pattern. I think they're exactly the same, so it's not going to even change. So, but we want to go ahead and change this one too. Change this bar, and we got to make a couple more changes because there's some more tracks on there that you don't actually see, or they call them, I think, panels. I think they call them panels or something. All right. go ahead and take this one out. That should change for us eventually. It should. There you go. Alright, so that changes. It's actually opposite, so I'd really rather put this here and then put this one up on top. Nope. Nope. Put this here and put this one here. Nope, I just did it backwards. I had it right the first time. Alright, so this one goes back here because that's going to be on top. Yeah, I want that on the top, and this one goes up here. There you go. I was like, why am I doing it backwards? Alright, so now it works. It's the same one. Let's go ahead and just say yes to this. Let's grab this one here. And did we turn it in the right way? Yeah, now it's the right way. So now we'll go ahead and just put a couple of these chairs back. We won't be able to use all of them because you can only really use 4. So these guys, you guys are out of here. Alright, so we got a little bar, little dive bar here that we could use. There's a lot of stuff that's in it that's on the walls that I don't really need. I don't think I really need all these lights. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one here. And I'm probably going to get rid of this one here. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the view. But I think that should be enough. That way I can throw a few things up on the wall. One of the things I like to do is go into the late night stuff and see what we can come up with. Because, of course, all the bars came with late night. So let's take a look and see what we can add in here. You could put a bubble bar if you want. But I'd say probably a couple of arcade machines back here in the back might be kind of fun for them to use. And I always try to get at least a couple of different ones. I don't want to actually have the same thing. We've already got an arcade, so I don't want to put a whole lot. How about we do... Let's move this one over a little bit. If I put it there, will they be able to use that? I think they can. Alright, put that over here, and we're going to move this mirror. I don't really know why they have this mirror here with this other one. They don't need it. It's kind of like it's a little bit worthless. Let's go ahead and put in a dartboard so that they would have something they could actually use as well. What else do we want? I'm going to do a skeet ball over here. Put that over here, and then not doing a band. I'm not doing anything like that because we have the band over there in that other bar. But this is just another place that they could come to. Probably need a couple of TVs up on the wall, I would think, but I don't see a place to put one unless I move some of this stuff. Nah, I'm not going to put a TV on the wall. They'll just have to deal with it, so they're okay. There's something I would love to put out here, but I don't know that I've got the room for it. In fact, I know I don't, unless, is this overhang? Oh, yes, I can. Alright, let's go ahead and move you out of here for right now. Alright, we're going to move you out of here. I think I can do this. I'm not sure. Do we have, oh, we've got, no. Yeah, we do. No, we don't. I was thinking I had something in the game, and I don't. Alright, we're going to go ahead and grab this wall. I think if we go into build mode, we should be able to drag it. Nope, we can't. So we're going to have to build this wall. Alright, really, I just want to extend this room a little bit. Can I not extend you for some reason? Oh, it's because of the staircase. Alright, so I got to get rid of some of the stairs. Okay, I'll get rid of the staircase. I don't really need it because I'm actually going to enclose this a little bit. Just going to build a little add-on. Not much. So we're going to build this wall here. And I really want to go basically to about... don't want to go that far. Shoot, I'm going to end up taking out my wall. Actually, I can move the door. So, I hate to move the door, but I could. Will I have enough room with all this? I don't think I will. I think this thing is huge. I'm going to have to move the doors. I don't think this is going to work. I really don't. I don't think I'm going to fit anything in it. But let's just move this out of here for now. I don't think I can. What I'm trying to do is go into Showtime. There's a piece of equipment that I really want to put in over here, but I don't think it's going to fit because I think it's just massive. I may be wrong. It may not be nearly as big as I'm thinking, but I don't know. It looks pretty big to me. Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. Oh, wait, it's not as big as I thought. Alright, so yeah, that will work in here. Okay, do I have to move the wall? I don't have to move that door at all, I don't think. Maybe we can get away with it. Alright, so let's go ahead and try this. Alright, let's go ahead and take this wall back just slightly. I don't need to take all of it. let's go ahead and move this wall over. And then let's just go ahead and take this part over here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the pattern, make sure we keep it. Not that one. That one's got a border on the side. We don't want the border. We'll go ahead and take this one, and we'll go do this one, leave that one. Let's go ahead and do this one, this. There we go. Now we want to take the border. I don't know, I'm just kind of weird about this. I put the borders on the edges like it's supposed to. I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm not going to put one on that one side. And we'll take this border right there and put that border there. Okay, so now we've got this, and I'm probably going to get rid of this column. I'm not entirely sure. I'm waiting to see how this turns out. Let's flip that around. Let's flip that around. Yeah, I'm going to probably need an extra... Shoot. Maybe I can just do it that way. That would look a little bit better. Okay, let's go ahead and delete this wall. This may or may not work. I don't know for sure. We're going to give it a try, and if it doesn't work, well, what have we lost? Just time. Alright, go ahead and duplicate this floor. And now, I don't know if they can get in here, but worst case, I could always move this door over a little bit. However, we're going to try that Showtime menu thing as well. Let's see. Go ahead and go to you. And let's see. That was pretty close up here. It was this one right here. It can fit in there, but I don't think they can really use it. I think you need more room around it. Then again, they might. Will it work that way? I think that's too tight. I think they need room around it. I really do. I think they'll stomp their feet at it. I really do. So instead, why don't we do this? Let's move you out of here. Let's go ahead and move you guys out first. We'll slide some things around. Alright, why don't we go ahead and put this one over here. The stupid bench is in my way. I knew I was going to fight that bench. I was like, why am I putting it there? I don't know. Alright, so if we put this one here, that one should actually work right there. It should. Because it's got a little bit of room around it. But I think it will work. And I think they can still slide in between there, if I'm not mistaken. So then we can put the arcade machines back here. This could be their little arcade nook. But I wouldn't block the windows. Because I'm going to actually put this. Hopefully I don't have to do a move objects on. Please don't let me do move objects. I don't want to do move objects. There we go. So we'll put that over there so it kind of matches the rest of the theme. I don't know if that works or not. I really don't. But we're going to give it a shot and see. Then I want to actually grab another window. And just go ahead and rotate that out. That way it works. Don't really need this pole. I don't. I don't need this pole at all. But it's decorative, so we can just put it in there. And then I'm going to put the foosball tables. Let's see. Do I really want a foosball table? How far over can you go? You could go about that. I was trying to line you up with that window, but maybe the foosball table, if it'll fit. Nope, it won't fit because people got to get around it, and I don't think they can fit because people are going to complain, stomp their feet, and tick me off. But then we could go over with let's see, may not actually use this. I may get rid of this one. Well, it's that dartboard is probably what's throwing me right here. So I move the dartboard. Put it over here, but I don't think they can use it because people are playing the arcade machine. Okay, let's get this over here for a minute. Let's move the speaker over here. We'll put the speakers in the back. We'll get the fish off the wall, put it over here. Move the dartboard over here. This should not be a big issue. Let's go ahead and move you. Hold on, let's put you out this side first. Let's put you in the center. Let's move you around, flip you around this side, put you this way, actually maybe at an angle. I'm wondering if they could still do this. Hey, don't, hold on, she's going to mess this up. She's going to rip it up because she just wants to tear everything up for some reason. I don't know. My cats have lost their mind here. Alright. Let's see. I'm wondering if they're going to be able to actually access all this. I don't know if they can be worked. I don't know if it can be used. So I'm going to have to actually test it. If not, I'll just have to delete this venue. And then just use a blank copy. Well, I don't need 2 foosball tables. I really don't. The tables, I was thinking that we could keep a few of them outside. Not that they're ever going to use them. They're just decorative for the most part because they never sit at the tables. It's so rare. In fact, I probably ought to just get rid of them. But I'll keep a couple of them out. Let's go ahead and have, let's turn you around to the side. Yeah, we'll turn you out that side, that way. And we'll turn you sideways. I really don't even know if I want them over here. I really don't, to be honest with you. I don't think I need them. Probably should have expanded this whole wall out here, to be honest with you. It would have been kind of nice, but I was just trying to work within the footprint. As long as I don't mess with the roof line or anything, I don't want to actually do anything about that. So that's why I'm kind of keeping it this way. I mean, yeah, granted, it's got a roof on it over on the side, and I could mess with that as well. Let's see. What do we have to do for a roof over here? This is actually considered a gabled roof as well. Alright, so we could do... Oh wait, it's not. It's not. It's a hipped roof. So we could do it this way. Now that should, but it's got these things which I got to get rid of. So let's go ahead and get you out of here. I don't know if that works. I don't know if it looks okay, but we're going to just take a look at it in just a minute, see if it actually fits. And I haven't rolled all of it up. Alright, so there we go. So that's the bar. That is what it looks like. And I'm not crazy about that. I'm not crazy about those, whatchamacallit, those tables. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to just get rid of the tables altogether. I don't like them. So, like I said, nobody uses them. There's really no point. And I think you're right. I think rocking chairs would be awesome out here. So let's go ahead and grab a few. These benches, I don't really need all of them. But they were more decorative than anything else. So let's just go ahead and put that over here. And if they want to sit there, they can sit there. But we're going to put a couple of rocking chairs over here. Those came with Supernatural. So let's go find a few. Got to be in buy mode, though. Let's get you something out of here. All right, where are you at? Green. I wish I just know my color. All right, let's grab a rocking chair right here. Put it off to the side. Can you go sideways? Can't go sideways, can you? Man, that would be just too easy, wouldn't it? Alright. There we go. We got rocking chairs. Don't know if I want all 4 of them out there, but I was kind of hoping that I could go sideways, but I couldn't do it for some reason. Let's just see if I can move it anywhere around. Well, I can go sideways that way. Yeah. Trying to not block the door. Can they use that? Yeah, they could use that. Alright, that would be cool. And then we'll do this side as well. We'll just kind of put them at an angle. There we go. So we got some rocking chairs at the entrance. I think that would be good. The sink needs to be what? The sink needs to be moved under the mirror? Yeah, it does. It's kind of... I didn't do that. That was their fault. That was EA, not me. So don't bother. Don't yell at me for doing it, because I wouldn't have done that, but I didn't see it. So good catch. Okay, again, I don't know if this is going to work. Now, there's one thing that we're missing here. I don't know if you've caught it. Don't know if you noticed it, but it's pretty major. It's a big deal for most of my Sims, and I don't know why they didn't even include it, but there is absolutely no bathrooms at all. But there is this all-in-one outhouse right over here. So we're going to get a couple of outhouses and put it out here in the back. So that way at least I can come over here and use the all-in-ones. And I don't have to worry about messing with that. Okay, I want to take a look at this at night, see how it looks when we roll the walls down. I'd rather actually have some lighting effects here with this bar. And if we go over here to the lights itself, hold on. Let's go ahead and actually, hold on. I think you have to do it in live mode. No, you don't. We're going to set the color of this light. What color do we want the bar? Do we want it to be orange for for all lights? Kind of give it more of a country western vibe. I think that kind of works. So we'll give it an orange vibe, and then at nighttime it'll look a little bit different. So at least I think so. And roll up the walls. There we go. So country western bar. It's going to be a dive bar. And can't really think. There's not a whole lot of other rooms that I need. I just want to test this and see if it works. I'm not sure if it will or not. If it doesn't work, I'll just rip this entire lot out and put the original back in and just keep working, or just keep messing with this one. But I think for the most part, I'm pretty happy with what we've got, because I think it'll work. I think it will actually be a functioning bar, and it will be good for us. All right, let's go ahead and roll this back up. Go back into live mode. We're going to change the bar type. So instead of being a hangout, let's go ahead and give it an actual bar category. We'll call it a dive bar, so our Sims can come over here and enjoy. Okay, I do mess with this lot a little bit. This is just your big strip, the big center park strip. I don't do a whole lot with it, but I do mess with it just slightly. Since I got Bind a Bug on, you can still see we got spawners out here. So if you don't want those spawners, you can actually get rid of them, but I'm going to keep them. And what I'd like to do is go ahead and find the same thing we did in Sunset Valley. We're going to get some of these the fruit carts. And I go ahead and put a couple of them out in every different place. So I'm going to go ahead and add maybe one over here, and put another one just basically back to back. Just get them over here, so that way they can come over and use them if they want. And I do another one over on this side as well. So we basically kind of keep that same pattern. I like to get at least 4 of them. That way they will come over here and they have a place to get fruit, a place to hang out. It's amazing. It's just like a magnet for people. Of course, you guys have seen this lot. It's basically a magnet anyway, but it doesn't have to be exactly in the same spot, but I kind of wanted it to be. I guess I really should have turned it the other way, shouldn't I? So if we do it the other way, that stupid spawner is kind of throwing me, to be honest with you. It's just kind of making me second guess where I'm putting things. All right, you're not lining up exactly the way I want, but I think you're about as close as you're going to get. I don't think this one lines up perfect either. No, not quite, but it does get better. So let's go over here to this one. There we go. Right, that thing just bothers me. All right, so I think we're good. All right, we got our food carts out, and I believe all these other lots should be okay. I don't think I need to add anything to the library or into the art museum. The rest of these are all rabbit holes, so we're going to leave those alone. Go back up into live mode and see what else I need to work with. The cemetery's perfect. I don't mind it. Let's go look at the gym for a little bit, because I like to make a few changes. But before we do that, let's go ahead and stop and save what we just did, because I'd hate to lose our progress at this point. And you know that's about what would happen. That's about what would happen for me. So but we're going to do a little bit of work on, I believe, 2 more lots that I can think of. And then after that, I'll probably be done, because there's not a whole lot else I want to work with. All right, let's go over here and take a look at the gym. Now, the gym also has another indoor pool, so I forget about it because I never really use it. Up here, they only have a little bit of equipment. They've got 3 of these, but they really need. There's really not much more room, so I think we're basically kind of stuck. This over here bothers me to no end. It's like, okay, why would you have all this space when you don't need it? You should give them more pool real estate. So let's go ahead and do that for them. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of. Let's go ahead and grab the pool thing. Let's go to the pool tool, and let's see if we can just increase our pool size a little bit. Let's go ahead and go back. I believe they only need about 2 spaces right off of their staircase. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we're going to go ahead and give them all of this. Give them a little bit more room. If I need less room, I can always take less. But for right now, I just think this will work. All right, let's go ahead and get you out of here. And as far as our ladders, let's get you guys moved. And for some reason, you guys weren't in the right spot. You weren't where you were supposed to be. All right. Well, I mean, you are, but can we put you right here? That gives you 2 spaces over. You get 2 spaces over as well. All right. Now we're going to go back to our pool tool. We're going to create you and you. Okay, now if you look at it, you've got a lot more room. Of course, we've got to complete the pattern, because once you move it, it just does not keep that pattern. So there we go. We got the pattern. We want to work with these lights, and we want to get the lights in the right spot. You can either increase and add more lights, or you can just spread them out. And I think we're just going to spread them, because I don't think we need that many more lights. I really don't. All right. Is that about even? No, we were a little bit further over. And I think this one was actually over further. don't think they actually matched either side. So EA didn't even match them. Okay, so there we go. And it looks like at this point, now if this grid is bothering you, I think you're supposed to be able to turn some of it off, but you can't. What I always find, if I can't see because of the grid, go to terrain paint. You can see exactly what you want to see, and it gives you a much better view of what you're working with and what you're doing. So really at this point, it's okay. I like it. I would love to actually take more of this real estate away, but I can't. The showers are garbage. I'm not gonna lie. I hate these showers, and I can't stand to send my Sims over here because of these showers. So what I'd rather do is take these showers out if I could, and whatever I did, I just want to undo. I think it was just a little bit of terrain paint. We're gonna take these showers out because I hate them. They're just cheap. Takes us forever to get a shower if you come over here and use it. Go into build mode, and we're gonna give them some decent ones. Now, of course, if you buy this property and you're going to upgrade it, well, then you've kind of defeated your purpose. You should have probably just waited and let your sim do it. But I'm not going to buy the properties. I'm just going to go ahead and do this as well. All right. So once we have one, oops, no, it's not what I wanted. Go back to build mode. Grab the wrong thing. All right. So now we've got these two showers, and we're going to bring two more over here. We'll get rid of these guys in a minute. So now at least they'll have decent showers for anybody that wants to come over and use them, and it won't take them forever to get clean. Because that's the biggest issue. I don't think that's all lined up, is it? Yeah, it is. Just didn't look like it. Alright, go and grab you. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and delete this, and delete this, and delete this. Rolling up the walls. These are just generic ones, so it's like, I guess the girls and the guys could go into either one. They're not actually triggered for male or female, but you could do that if you wanted. I'm not planning on it. Let's go back over here. As far as this one, I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually make something else a little bit different. We're going to do something a little weird. Go ahead and do this here. There we go. So I'm just going to actually give them a little bit extra space like we did at the other bar or the other pool. They're not getting a waterfall, but they are going to get something else. So let's go ahead and go in here, grab a pool thing, get this stuff over here. They're going to get themselves a couple of diving boards. So at least they have something. At least they have something to dive off of and something to do over here. So I think that'll work. And let's take a look at it as we go up here. Again, if I don't want to see the grid lines, I can just look at this and see that, yeah, I think that's actually good. I think it'll work. Now, if you really wanted to, you could probably put the surfing station in here as well. And that would give you a place in this world besides the regular pool where they could surf. So if you wanted to just double check and see if it would fit, go ahead and just see if it will, if it'll sit in there. And I believe if we got rid of that section, it probably would have sat there and you could have had surfing in your town. But I'm going to save that for maybe my Sim's house, and that way they might actually do it there and enjoy it. So looks like we're good. We've got our pool set up over here. I don't have anything downstairs. The upstairs I'm not really going to mess with as much. Let's see, what about this wall? Let me just see what it looks like. I don't know why they couldn't just move this over here just a few spaces. Let's move that over here. Why couldn't they put another window? Because, I mean, seriously, there should be a window here. It's just like begging for one. Alright, there we go. Let's just put a window there. That way it shouldn't look bad from the other side as well. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yep, so see, that'll work. I don't know. To me, it just seems like it needs it. That was just all I was thinking. Okay, I think I'm good with this one. This it would be a nice gym to come to, so I'm happy with it. I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, we're good with it. I don't think I left anything, so we're fine. We're going to stop there. What else we got? Consignment store, I leave it alone. Like I said, these, I would kind of leave them as they are. The rest of this, I probably am not going to change too much of. There may be other venues that I want to get, but typically I leave this for later expansion if I want to do something with it. This house or this lot would be left for a legacy game if you were going to play a legacy challenge here. So I would leave that open so you can build your own huge big mansion. Of course, you could also do the same over at this lot over here as well. And of course, the equestrian center was here. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to put it over there. if you're going to play with horses. So that's why I leave this one open. Sometimes I want to play with horses, sometimes I don't. So it's just kind of one of those, let's just hold on, not mess with it. Again, I avoid putting down big lots. I know a lot of people will just put down big 64 by 64 lots here. One of them will line up right here. I try to avoid it because the routing issues that it causes to do that. Here's where I normally would put the grind. And I can do that for you guys as well. I don't think we have a dance bar. Oh yeah, we do have a dance bar, but we can always change the dance type. But if you wanted to put a bar right there, the grind works pretty well. So you have to do some work with the floor. But if I looked at a few other places, let's see if there's something else that we might have that might work. It's got to be 30 by 40 or something that'll fit within. Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything I have that'll work there. That one would have worked, but we already have it in the menus. That ice lounge would work there. We already have everything we need. Looks like I don't have much. We got that park in, so we're okay with that. Yeah, I don't really think. Let's see, that's a 64 by 64. Those all came with different worlds. What about this 40 by 30, but it's sideways, and that's not going to work for us. So is that one. If you want an outdoor pool, you can use the Katy Perry one if you want. I'm not going to. You could also use this venue right here. It's a 30 by 20. I don't have any really places. Well, I don't really have any places I want to put. What about? You could use one of these guys if you want to put the laundromat in. I don't really care. If I'm going to do laundry, I'd rather have the washer dry at my house. I don't want to go down to the laundromat. So really, at this point, I would say there's not much else I want to put in here. There's really nothing else that's going to fit. Now, there are custom lots that I had. These actually come from a different world. This one, how big was that one? It's 40 by 40. This one's my big lot. That's a 60 by 60. I wonder if I can fit that in this big lot. It's going to look hideous. I'm going to do this. It's going to look terrible. I already know that because it comes from a different world. But there's a lot of stuff in it. You can turn it into a venue type, but I'm pretty sure it's going to look really bad with the palm trees. At least I think it is. So we're going to try it and look, see what it looks like, and if not, we'll just cancel it. It's not going to hurt anybody. Okay, let's go ahead and flip it around. This lot actually comes from Barnacle Bay, but I have completely remodeled it and added stuff to it. So we could use it as kind of like a fun water park, play park, amusement park type thing. I don't think it really looks that bad, to be honest with you. Even the palm trees might be a little bit much, but when you're just saying it's kind of like a big water park, it would just give you something else to do. So I don't know, I'm kind of thinking I might leave it in here. I put it in a lot of different worlds because it's been a fun lot for me. If you go, let's see, I got to actually go into it and roll it down. But yeah, that way, because we don't have the basketball court anywhere in town, we don't have the nub set, we don't have the surfing set. Yeah, we don't have these guys over here, so I'm thinking this might actually be a good lot to use. So we could put it out here, and this also could go with that big legacy lot in Sunset Valley if I wanted to. I could stick it over there. So I'm kind of thinking this will work, and I'll show you if you go inside here. There's other stuff inside that I've modified a little bit, but I'm going to change a couple of things because I believe did I put all-in-one showers? I don't think I put any showers in here. Yeah. I believe at one time I had taken these out and I had put all-in-one showers, which that would be fine. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take one of these, one of these, one of these. They don't need this many bathrooms. They really don't. They need 3. Let's go into the bathrooms, which are in build by or by mode. Let's go ahead and find something here. Showers. You could go with the this one right here, but I can't remember. Which side do they have to step in on this one? Is it to the... Well, you know what? If we do it this way, it won't even matter. If we do one there, and then we do one over here, they shouldn't have any problem with either one of those. I wouldn't think they would. Alright, so this way we've got... They'll take a shower in this, and it'll be in their bathing suits, so it won't be nasty. It won't be any big deal. Those shouldn't cause any routing issues, I wouldn't think. Those should be fine. So now we at least have a way for these guys to get cleaned up, and the reason is... They got these things, they got this thing, it's going to make them dirty really fast, and there's no other way to get cleaned up. But at least we've got bathrooms, we've got showers. Um, I used to put a bistro bar in here, so there's really no food here except for the fact that they've got grills and they've got fire pits. So I think the grills and fire pits are fine. Everything else in here is good. Um, there should be a stereo, but if you want to get rid of the stereo, you could actually change the music type as well, put a speaker system in. But I think we're going to leave it. We're going to leave the stereos because um, I'm lazy. No, I'm not lazy. I just don't want to do it right now. I don't really want to change it. I think it's fine. So at this point, yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to rip out those palm trees. Because if I ripped out the palm trees and just put regular trees, then it wouldn't be bad at all. It wouldn't actually look. It wouldn't look anything out of place in this world. There's a lot of trees to rip. But let's take a look and see which trees I put in. It's got to be base game because this all came with base game. So this right here, small bamboo tree, really wouldn't work. What about? I just want something small. I really want something. No, not that small. I want something that's like. I want something like those, but a little bit more narrow. See the redwood. That's what's called hidden springs. We're not going to do that to it. Small fir tree. Would that be okay here? Would that work? Or would that look out of place? That would look kind of out of place. Spruce tree. No. I don't know which tree I want. Yeah, that one kind of fits, but it's not what I want. That's the one we're looking for, isn't it? Yeah, that one would work. It would be the same type. Man, that would take up a lot of it. That would take over so much. Um, yeah, I don't really want to do that. I think I'm going to forego that one. Large juniper tree. That doesn't look as large as small. That looks the same as that one. I think they're lying. I think they're lying to me. Tall fir tree. Ooh, Hidden Springs. Not ours. Not this place. Yeah, not that one. See, this one. But see, this actually comes with Sunset Valley. So I'm kind of thinking we just say that they brought it in and this is their first kind of semblance of a beach. So I don't know. I just think it'd be something fun to have this lot, and then of course your Sims are out here. They can look out, see the little mountains because there's a couple of mountains, but that'll work. But we got to change the lot type so they'll actually use it. I could turn it into a poolside club, and then that bar would be staffed. But then you're dealing with hours that you have to work on. Visitors allowed. They really don't ever use it. They do, but it's kind of rare. Um, Sports bar would actually give you a sports bar that they would come and staff. I'm so tempted to do poolside club, but that has short hours. That's the problem. Um, Supernatural hangout. Forget that. Those things close down so early. What if we put like a? Can't put a resort. Um, well, why don't we do this? Oh wait, there's something else I wanted to try. Something else I wanted to do. I know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this as a hangout. Hopefully this works. And I'm gonna look at one other thing. I'm gonna go in here and see if this will work. I don't know that it will, but I just want to see something real quick. What if we did? Do I have a little room or anything over here? Shoot. Chess tables. Why do we need that many chess tables? There's what? One over here, two over here. I was trying to think of something they could do for food. And what I was thinking, let me just put this out to the side real quick. I'm going to just do something real quick. I believe we already have a food table on that side, don't we? No, we don't. I don't like these things. I'm going to get rid of it because it's just a waste. I hate those spars. I'll stick it out there. They don't have to have it. Put this one over here. Where is, let's go to Into the Future real quick. It should be in here. I've never tried this, but I want to take a look at it. Alright, where would you be if you were in here? Where would you be hiding? My eyes are starting to cross over. That's how late it is. No, 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 no. Alright, I know you're in here. There we go. I think that's it. Is that the one that I want? Shoot. I don't know that it is. Is that the one that they will serve, or is that no? That's not the one they use. Maybe I have to go to community lots or build. No, I'm in there. Hmm. Well, I'm looking. I'm looking. I see nothing. Um. Maybe I go into build by and we look at the tables. Um. Kitchen table, dining room, kitchen tables. Which is the one where it will generate the whatchamacallit? Will this generate the waiter? I'm hoping it does. No, that one doesn't do it. Where's the one that we use for the waiter? Uh, I don't know. I don't know where it is. It's in here somewhere. If you put it on there, a waiter will show up, and it's so cool. But eh, I guess not. I guess I'm not gonna get that lucky. I kind of hoped I would, but if we go over to build by, look at community objects, maybe it's in there. We'll just take a look real quick. Community objects, I should filter it out by into the future. That would make things a little bit easier. Alright, go ahead, go all the way down. Last pack. What do you got? No, it's the Cantina Hollow Register. I don't want that. Go with everything. Goodness, there's nothing over here. Dadgummit. Alright, go over here. Let's go with our packs. One last time. If I don't see it, I'm abandoning it. I'll abandon that one. Retail display, yes and no. It's got to be in here somewhere. Maybe it's grayed out. Maybe it's one of the ones that they won't let us use. Uh, display, display, display. Seriously, where are the little tables that they eat at? They eat outside. I see them all the time when we go to the future. I don't see it here. It would be so nice if I could get one, and if it would actually generate a little waiter, because I saw that happen at one of the other places. That happened at Lunar Lakes, and they're using them there. But for some reason, maybe it is that one that I looked at. Maybe that was the one that works. I don't really know for sure. Again, I'd have to play test it. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to play test, open the game up and play test it because it's my master. So what we're going to do is just put all that stuff back in here. Is there anything else I got to put out? No, that was it. So I won't worry about it this time, but I might look for it later and see if I can find something there. Alright, we're going to go back out of here. At that point, I think I've got pretty much this world set. Again, I've got 1, 2, 3. I was thinking about putting a bar there, but I don't think I will. I got 4. This little lot over here. 5. And I believe that is it for empty lots. So you've got some room that you could actually expand or build something, add something to the world if you like. And at this point, I think I would just say, yeah, if we want to, we will. Otherwise, not going to worry about it. So I think I'm done with Riverview for the most part. I think it looks pretty good. I think it works. And most everything in here, like I said, this is new because I just did it. And because I did that, I'm going to actually save it. I don't want to have to remake it. So let's go ahead and save it to the bin. That way if I do this, and then what I will do is I'll take this one out, and if I will share that one, it'll show me exactly where it is. So I'll know where that file is. That way I don't have to redo it. Thank goodness. And I want to do the same thing with this one. I want to actually take it and save it in case I want to use it again. And that way I don't have to do this whole process anymore. And we can go ahead and actually push that one out as well. See if that works. Yeah, I did. I tried that, but it looked like the same things over and over. All right. So anything else that I modified heavily? I didn't modify any of you. You guys are fine. I modified you. I don't want to redo the gym either. So let's go ahead and just take care of the gym. That way I have all of those, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else I modified. I don't think there was. I believe that is all. So now we've got all of these out. Riverview Gymnasium. So if I have to do this again for any reason, I can plop it down. Or if I want to use these lots somewhere else, I could do that as well. Oh, wait, there was something else I wanted to do. All right. I want to go over to the gazebo. All right, so this one over here. We're going to go take a look at it real quick. Now the gazebo, as we learned with our, whatchamacallit, it's pretty nice. But what I want to do is I want to go over here into, let's go to seasons. Where's seasons at? It's colorful. I know what it looks like. There it is. Right, let's go and take a look at something real quick. Where are you at? It may not be in here. Nope. Not what I'm looking for. Maybe under community, or is that it? Spring dance floor. Alright, can I actually put this down here, or is it too big? It's way too big. Why does that have to be so big? Place the entire one of these places on terrain on floor. Well, that is terrain. That is there. So it's, I guess, maybe it's because of those, yeah, I see what it is. I think. I would love to put the dance floor there. I really would. But I don't think it's going to fit. I'm going to move this guy off. I'm just going to move some things out and see if it can actually do that. I don't think it will, but I'm going to try. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I just want to see if it works. I doubt it. Oh, it does. Okay, so that's what it was. Alright, so what we're going to do is put the dance floor here, and then we're going to go ahead and take our tool, and we'll go ahead and make it, you know what? Can I make it look like this? Alright, well that's better. I mean, it's at least a little bit off color, so that's all I really wanted. Now we're going to take our stuff. We're going to pull our stuff back over here. I don't think any of you will fit at this point. I think I've kind of messed you up. However, if I turn it sideways, it should. Alright, well, yeah, that one will fit. Oops, it fit that way. Alright, what about if we turn you over here? Nope. See, it kind of looks odd, though. I don't really like where the benches are. It's okay. I mean, I can live with it. That I can live with. As far as the stereo, you're going to have a stereo over here. My poor hacker won't have a place to hack, so I need to give somebody a place to hack over here. And let's see if we can put, there we go, fits, and you should be able to use that one. And then this one over here, I don't know why we have it without a chair, but we're going to actually remedy that real quick. Let's go ahead and take a chair. Let's see, can I put a chair over here? Let's put a chair this way and do this. Go ahead and move you over here, move you behind it. Now, there we go. I'd rather flip you around if I could. But I can't. I thought I could, but I can't. Unfortunately, because the stereo's right there. So I want to kind of match them up. So I guess I can do it that way. I'm assuming they could sit there without any issues. I really don't know for sure. But I think that'll work. And then we're going to do one other thing. We're going to go ahead and take these chairs right here. We're going to actually put... You're going to go over here. Let's see. How about we do... which side do I want to do? This will work. What about this? Yeah, this will work. Okay, let's go ahead and put you. How many chairs do I want? I want a bunch. I want a whole little row of them. Alright, let's go ahead and put a little row over here. Yeah, you know what I'm doing, don't you? You can figure it out now. It's like, I see where he's going with this one. Alright, so now we'll go to outdoor stuff. And we got to have a little place for weddings, at least somewhere. So we got to put something out. And I believe this one right here, this one ought to work. And we're going to change the color up just slightly. And there we go. So now we've got a nice little wedding menu as far as just a little quick wedding. Nothing like, you know, big fancy deal, but it's a little quick wedding that they can come and have fun at. And not bad. But I do want to do one other thing. Let's go find a rug. Let's see, where is the rugs? They're in decor. decor, walls and rugs. I want just this marathon carpet runner. Let's go ahead and put that one in here. And we're going to go ahead and go with, let me get the color out of this. All right, go ahead and pull that color into the rug, please. And it should show up in a second. Give it a second. Okay, come on. Just replace it, please. I'm waiting. There you go. And then we're going to go ahead and take the same thing. Let's go ahead and do, let's do the silver. Put that on the edge, on the outsides. We'll put it over here. Not in the middle. Put it on the edge. No, I don't like that at all. Alright, so say no. Instead, we'll go back to the same color. Stick it. It'll be basic on the edge, so that's fine. It won't look exactly the same, but at least it'll actually probably match. There we go. That'll work. Okay, so we've got ourselves a nice little place to go get married. Should we want it? Should we need it? And there are going to be some weddings coming up in my game, so I do need a place for them. All right. Over here, I need to get rid of this. Actually, I don't need to move you. I need to take this. I need to take this and put it somewhere. But really, you're playing chess outside. I think it's fine. We got a stereo. There's no food, but there is a place to actually cook food with the grill. So that's a good thing. And then as far as the wedding thing, if you want to have a cake, which would be kind of nice, let's go ahead and get them. We'll get them a cake. Can you cut the cake on a table? I believe you can. I think we did that with, I did that in Twinbrook, I believe. So if I do the cake here on that one, I believe that's all you would need. I think you would. Now we need something else. We need a little bit of lighting out here. So let's go into our garden, our outdoor lighting, and let's go ahead and make sure that we have highlighted our bride and groom. Alright, let's go ahead and put this one over here on this way. And if we go and turn this on at night, alright, so we've got that over here, and there is also outdoor lighting as well. Where are you at? There we go. We can go with some tiki torches, like you said, back here in the back. And I'm going to change it up because I don't want them to be that same color. I want them to be blue. So we're going to make them all blue. They're all going to match. So let's go ahead and use the same wood. Put it on the tiki torch. Hold on. Stop. Kitty. Stop messing with me. Alright, so there you go. You got this one. And we'll do the same thing over here for this side. There we go. Again, I think that the cake could be cut with this over here. I really do. I don't know for sure, but I think that's what we did in Twinbrook when I had the wedding at my house. I think we just put a little table out and they cut the cake off that. I think they did. I don't quite remember, so we'll have to actually take a look at it and see. Now I do want some flowers right behind it, and there should be some flowers over here, and I believe there's some really nice there we go. Let's go ahead and do, man, I can't put them there. Well, what about this? Not the flowers I want. Oh, these are the ones I wanted. Alright, so we'll go with these. Okay. Now I probably, just to stay within theme, should probably go with the blue as well. So let me turn the lights back on so I can see a little bit better. Alright, let's go ahead and take this take the same blue color. I'm not going to change up the flower color itself, but I am going to change the vases as well. So that'll work for me. And hey, stop moving around. You're driving me nuts. Come on. I'm talking about the mouse this time, not the cat. The cat's just sitting under my feet going, can we go to bed? I'm tired. Nah, not yet. Actually, I think you want more food. I think that's all you're wanting from me. Okay, now let's go ahead and change this one as well. I could have just duplicated that one and saved myself the hassle, but there we go. Alright, so we've got a a nice little wedding venue here for our family. So Riverview and Sunset Valley both have places that my Sims could easily go and get married, and that'll work. Now I've got to figure out what this kind of venue is. I don't know if this is just considered a small park or whatever, but I need to go up and look at it and see if we need to change it into something. I want to hang on. I want to turn around. Hold on. I'm waiting for control. All right, so that'll work. That should do just fine. Okay, so dance floor up here. We got ourselves a venue. We've got. I need a bathroom. So that's what we really need is a bathroom. So let's go ahead and put a bathroom out here. That way, if our poor wedding guests show up, and of course it's Riverview, we're doing outhouses in the back, so it's a little bit subdued, it's a little bit hidden over here. We'll give them a couple of them. That way, nobody will really know what they're doing over there, but that'll work. So we got some outhouses in the corner. There's nothing over here really because this is a spawner. It disappears as soon as I go into live mode. Nothing I can really think of that I want to put over there, but for the most part, I think we are good. So this is all this venue is for. It's just to kind of give us, probably ought to put another picnic table over there, to be honest with you, so they have a place to eat. But I think they're fine with this table, 4 people getting in there, 4, 5, 6. Never more than 6 people are going to probably eat. They'll probably stand up or eat on the benches. So I think that would be it. All right, let's go up and see what this venue type is and see if we need to make any change to it as far as getting our Sims to show up over here. Small park, told you, they won't ever use it. So let's go ahead and change that to, how about we change this to a, this one we're going to change to maybe a hangout. So maybe people will show up because they never come to small parks. If you change it to a big park, they'll show up. And this one, like I said, this one's a big park, and they'll show up at that one. I believe at this point what I want to do is, because I put a little bit of work into that, I'm not saying it's spectacular, but I want to save my work, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it. I would really, really, really hate to go through all that just to watch the game say, sorry, see ya, we're out of here. But I've had it happen way too many times. So we're going to go ahead and put out the gazebo, and wonder what else. I believe that's it. There we go. And you guys over here, all these houses, all these venues, I don't need to update. Yeah, I've got you updated over here, so this is good. I don't update any of this. I did all that. Yeah, I'm just kind of making sure, because before I go, I don't want to actually say, oh, I missed that. I don't really do anything different to this lot. I leave it alone. All right, sounds like it's a plan to me. There we go. Oh no, they won't get married autonomously. No, you have to direct it. But they will come over and maybe use the dance floor, and maybe play chess, and maybe grill out or something. Maybe they'll do something fun, but they won't get married. But it gives us something that we could actually direct our Sims to do, so that would take care of itself. Okay, let's go ahead and go back into the game setup, and we're going to go ahead. We've already saved it as, so we've already got the title in there. Yeah, we're going to overwrite it. It's the same. So now I have a Riverview master that I would be able to open up, and I can play at any time, and it's all set to go. I never have to do this one again. I can just pick it up and move on in and get going. And that means 2 of my families. I've got to get 7 towns done. So I got 2 out of my 7 done. I got 5 more towns that I need to upgrade before I can start playing all my my descendants from the Ultimate Sim, because I do have people going in all of those towns. So I'm excited. I like what I did. I like the changes that I've made in this town, so I think they'll be good. Twinbrook is pretty quick and easy. There's really not a whole lot you can do with it. Well, there is. I take that back. But you have to do a lot inside the buildings. So there's a lot of empty space that you just kind of have to work with. So there's actually more work involved in Twinbrook than you realize. So I'm a little tired. I don't think I can go through it tonight. So I'm thinking Barnacle Bay is not bad. I've got some lots already done. And some of these lots I might repurpose and move over to Barnacle Bay. So like the pool or whatnot. Well, I think they've got pools. But that gazebo lot, I could easily use that over there probably. And so yeah, I've got other things I can take over. Did I want to save that park in the middle? I don't think so. I think that one's too easy to make. Okay, I think I'm good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here on my lovely evening. It's about what 3 o'clock in the morning for me. I've been up all day. I've been streaming like a streaming fool all weekend. I have no idea. My days and nights are so messed up. I hope you guys have enjoyed my streams, but if I've been a little loopy, I apologize. I really do. But yeah, it's time for me to go curl up in the bed. The cats are getting mad at me, and I'm feeling it. It's coming on really strong. It's time for me to go. So, guys, thank you all so much. I do hope to do some streaming tomorrow. I'm working on the challenge. I've got pretty much it's about there. I still got to work on a few details, but I still haven't decided whether we're going to go on the with the hacking theme or with a different skill theme. But the hacking is so much fun because it's such a random and unpredictable thing. So I mean, even though we've all been doing it for a while, I'm kind of leaning towards that. But it's a completely different. It's a different type of challenge. So I think you guys might enjoy it. Um, I'm looking forward to it. So we'll see. And it won't be very long. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you got something out of it. Maybe you got some ideas, but thank you all for giving me some encouragement and some advice in areas which I needed. So thanks again. I will see you next time.